Ever catch yourself scrolling through social media, feeling like your life isn't quite enough compared to someone else's highlight reel? That toxic cycle of comparison steals more than your joy. It steals your peace and focus on what really matters. Let's explore how you can break free from toxic comparisons and reclaim a calmer, more joyful mind. As I hiked at sunrise through the Mesquite sand dunes in Death Valley National Park, the world was quiet and the golden light stretched over endless ripples of sand. It reminded me of the beauty of being present, focusing on my own steps rather than someone else's story. One thing I've learned is that comparison has a sneaky way of pulling us out of the present moment. Whether you're scrolling through social media or measuring yourself against someone else's achievements, it distracts you from your own life. Hiking in nature taught me a powerful lesson. I don't need to worry about what others are doing. I just need to focus on my own path. That realization is freeing. Instead of worrying about being the fastest, the most accomplished, or the most impressive, I just let myself fully enjoy my journey. I noticed the cool morning air, the sound of my steps in the sand, and the peaceful rhythm of simply moving forward. That's the power of tuning out comparisons. You open yourself up to the beauty of the present moment. Comparison often shows up as self-criticism. You see someone else's success or happiness and you think, why don't I have that? But here's the truth. Comparison is based on incomplete information. What you see is someone else's highlight reel, not the struggles, sacrifices, or challenges behind the scenes. When you focus on your own journey, you realize that your progress, no matter how small, is valid and enough. Here are a few ways to shift out of comparison and reclaim your joy. Number 1 is to practice gratitude. When you feel comparison creeping in, pause and ask, what's one thing I'm grateful for right now? Gratitude grounds you in your own life and reminds you of what's already going well. It redirects your energy away from envy and towards appreciation. Number 2 is define your own success. Stop measuring yourself by someone else's goals or values. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. Is it meaningful relationships, creativity, adventure, or growth? When you live by your values, you'll feel more fulfilled regardless of what others are doing. Number 3, curate your influences. What I mean by this is social media often amplifies comparison by showing us polished, curated lives. Take a step back and ask yourself, is this inspiring me or draining me? Be intentional about what you consume and consider taking breaks to reconnect with your own priorities. And number 4, stay present. Comparison takes you out of the here and now. Whether you're hiking a trail, spending time with loved ones, or working on a project, focus on what you're doing in the moment. Presence is the antidote to comparison. It keeps your attention on what truly matters. As I was finishing my hike through Mosaic Canyon later that day, I reflected on how much lighter I felt by simply staying in the moment. I wasn't worried about what others might think of my pace or whether my experience looked impressive. Instead, I focused on the beauty of the journey itself. Comparison will always try to creep in, but it doesn't have to control you. By practicing gratitude, living by your values, curating your influences, and staying present, you can reclaim your joy and peace. Remember, your journey is enough. Your progress is enough. Take a deep breath, let go of the measuring stick, and focus on the beauty of your own path. Check out my next video on breaking free from constant distractions for more reflections from the trail about relationships, mental health, and living more fully. Take good care.